I'm Kim Baker, and my company is VintageRaceCarSales.com, and we're also HistoricCarCollection.com, and we're located in Massachusetts, but my company is 100% virtual. We market vintage sports cars and vintage race cars all over the world. I started like a lot of people do as a child, 5 or 6 years old, had my first quarter midget, they called it, which is like a go-kart. And I raced that for several years. Then I made the big graduation to a real go-kart. And after that, we went into sports car racing and autocross. And anyways, that culminated with a national championship in 1984 driving a Corvette. And luckily, after that national championship, I was able to become a factory-sponsored Corvette racing team. My heavy Corvette involvement lasted about a decade. So altogether, over those years, we won at least 9 national championships. You've got 2 choices when you're racing. You're either going to be liked and be a loser, or you're going to win and they won't like you. So I'd rather win and not be liked. If we had the opportunity where we could take advantage of somebody's mistake, we would do that. And we could always come up with some plan that was better than everybody else, which was fantastic. You know, I really enjoy going to the track and driving cars. So if I have the opportunity, I will be out there as much as possible. There's no way anymore that I'm going to maintain a racing team or even maintain cars. So if I have a car that's ready to go with minimal effort, take it to the racetrack, I do that. I love vintage cars now, I appreciate them. When I was racing, I thought if a race car was a year old, it deserved to be sold. Every time the end of the season came on, our cars were sold and we built new cars. I didn't want anything that was older than 1 year, because every year things advance. And I thought, what are these guys doing with these vintage cars? They're just pieces of junk. And now I love them for their style and the way they were built by hand back in the day. So it takes a while to appreciate old cars. The core business today is selling vintage sports cars and vintage race cars. We sell 300 plus a year, which I think is probably as high as anyone, or probably higher. And we do it through technology. We don't use any physical location to do this. We own very little inventory. It's 99% customer to customer. And we try to keep it as lean and smooth and less labor as possible. We can sell cars usually for less than 10%, depending on the value of the car. So makes the cars more affordable, sell faster. So formally I answer the phone from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. But in reality, I answer the phone from 7 a.m. to probably 1 a.m. in the morning. The buyer and the seller will appreciate that. Finding the right car that can be sold for the correct price is the biggest challenge. My racing career was a success. I had fun almost all the time, and we won races, and we were one of the only teams that operated at a profit. So I say that was success. This business is nothing but fun. I'm not sure how many years I'll do this, but I'm sure I can do another 5. And maybe I'll sell the business after another 5 years if I find something else that's more fun. And I'm not sure I can do that. When we put out a newsletter, I probably have 1,000 emails the next day. On a normal day, I have 200 to 300 emails a day. The majority of it is inquiries about cars, but every newsletter I do reacquaint myself with somebody from the past, whether it's a fan or a colleague, an ex-driver, an ex-teammate, a crew member from another team. But you're right, every single newsletter I do get reacquainted. It's pretty funny. I gave Megan the assignment to find the best platform to use, in her opinion, and give me the reasons. And I said, I want to be able to reach a lot of people. I want a nice looking newsletter. I want it to be quick and easy to use. I don't want to spend all day making a newsletter. And she came back, and after looking at them all, she said GetResponse was the best value, and she thought it would look better, and she thought it was easier to use. We put together a newsletter in a few hours as frequently as we can. The open rate was 70-something%. And our newsletter is one of the most effective methods. We have a large mailing list, high open rate, and after every newsletter, we have at least one car sale, usually 3. And we usually consign several cars as a result of the newsletter. I'm an expert in the automotive marketing campaign, but I think all businesses need to make sure they have the right people on the mailing list and make sure they have something in the headline of that email that makes people want to look at that email. So I think if you get something that really is interesting, people will open it. Make sure your content is relevant to the people that you're targeting, and make sure that the headline is attention-getting. GetResponse helps me save money, and that's always number 1 or 2 on the list. So yes, and it does save me time because I don't need to look around for other forms of advertising, and I don't need to talk to the person that calls from the magazine trying to sell me a quarter-page ad for $1,500 that takes 2 months to come out that nobody sees. So yeah, it saves me a lot of time and a lot of money. I'd recommend it to all business owners except my direct competitors. We don't want to give the direct competitors any advantage.